Binance gets licensed to offer virtual asset services to Dubai's investors, and Mubadala Energy discovers gas in Malaysia. You're watching The Daily Brief with Forbes. I'm Ramia Faraj. Crypto and blockchain provider Binance can now offer virtual asset-related services to Dubai's retail and institutional investors. It's received its minimal viable product license from Dubai's Virtual Assets Regulatory Authority. Binance says these services will cater to a clientele approved by Vera, who will benefit from increased levels of consumer protection. The transition to an MVP license from a provisional license, which was issued earlier this year, means Binance can open a client money account with domestic banks and provide myriad other services. Mubadala Energy has discovered what it says is a good quality gas reservoir off the coast of Sarawak province in Malaysia. Preliminary analysis shows a significant gas column of more than 110 meters within the Pinnacle Carbonate Reef Reservoir. Officials say the discovery further cements their position in Malaysia as a reliable and trusted operator with deep technical capabilities. The find also bolsters the company's strategy to expand its position in natural gas as a key bridge fuel in the energy transition. Banks operating in the Egyptian market achieved a total net profit of $2.92 billion in the first half of this year. The Central Bank of Egypt revealed in its quarterly report that the top 10 banks acquired 77.63% of these net profits, as they alone achieved net profits of $2.27 billion. The banks achieved a net return of $7.24 billion, and the net activity revenues amounted to $8.81 billion, while expenses came in at $5.89 billion. PepsiCo has stopped making Pepsi, 7-Up, and Mountain Dew in Russia nearly 6 months after it said it would suspend sales and production there. Pepsi's announcement came after Reuters visited dozens of supermarkets and found cans and bottles of Pepsi printed with July and August production dates from factories within Russia. The most recent date on a Pepsi product was August 17th. In a statement to Reuters, Pepsi said it stopped production in Russia in line with its March announcement. SpaceX CEO Elon Musk says the company will ask for an exemption from sanctions against Iran so it can provide its Starlink satellite broadband service in the country. Musk made the statement on Twitter at a time of widespread protests in Iran over the death of a woman in police custody. SpaceX is aiming to rapidly expand Starlink. It's racing rival satellite communications companies, including OneWeb and Amazon's upcoming Project Kuiper. South Korean prosecutors have asked Interpol to issue a red notice for Doquan, the founder of failed cryptocurrency Terra. Prosecutors asked authorities to cancel Kwan's South Korean passport, saying he is clearly on the run from the law. The collapse of Terraform Labs earlier this year wiped out about $40 billion of investors' money and shook global crypto markets. A South Korean court issued an arrest warrant for Kwan as questions about his whereabouts intensify. And Barcelona saw $98 million in profit for the 2021-2022 financial year, and it's forecasting a $274 million profit for this season. Barcelona ranks second on Forbes' list of soccer team valuations with a current value of $5 billion, behind rivals Real Madrid, who are valued at $5.1 billion. Earlier this month, La Liga raised Barcelona's spending limit by $800 million, bringing the club out of a spending deficit after the Catalan side sold off chunks of assets to patch up their finances. I'm Ramia Faraj. This is The Daily Brief. Thanks for watching. See you tomorrow.